You know what happens when you press the end stream button other than the stop recording button? Ugh, 1 second, I'll be right back. Ugh. All right. Next. What are we doing next? FBIO. Hey, what's going on? Today is April 19th, 2021. Stock market's nuts like always. Everything's good. Things are going up. Things are going down. Buying and selling is happening. Happy that that's happening. Market had more volume in today. We had a stock that had 178 million shares of volume. So that's very nice for the small cap market. It didn't go elsewhere, but it was doing stuff. So what I'm going to do is we're going to talk about a ticker today and something that happened in it. And this one hasn't been having much volume or much movements anyway, so it's going to be a real short video. But I wanted to update you real quick on FBIO. FBIO had announced that it was doing, what is this? 202 million in Mustang Bio, right? So you would think that this one would get some sympathy play. And it did. Now, I've been watching FBIO for a while because they did have this little day back here that just kind of like dropped from like, like a whole bunch down. A whole bunch down right after the market closed. And this is after it had a couple of run-ups. It was the top of a multi-day runner. And what happened is the company, or whoever the market was making, or whoever the market maker was, they messed up. They messed up at, where was it? Right here at the bell. So they moved the stock a whole dollar, which they were probably getting cocky because they were moving it substantially. But they messed up because they forgot that as quick as it goes up, as quick it goes down. So it flashed up to 580 and right back down to where it came from to 5. Okay? And then it slow grinded back up. So the after hours, of course, you have this regular thing. But the after hours, it was going up right into the close. And the next day, it opened at the top. Look at this. Making highs first time this year. So the bag holders were done holding it and sold off. So you had this 580 down to 5 drop again. Comes back up to where it came from. Again, remember that $5? We just saw that inverse thing. Now we see it here. Consolidate down. Flushes down after hours. And that's the top. That's the story, right? So I'm watching this for the second bounce. What did I say the second bounce? Remember that $5 that was always doing stuff at? That 5 to 580 level, right? Did it once here, flash to here. Kind of likes the $5 mark. Kind of does. Kind of liked it here. Kind of liked it 480 there. What was the other one? And it kind of just likes it in that area. It kind of just seems to be always the top, right? So I was looking at this thing to buy it. I'm wanting to see where it finds the consolidation at before it comes back up, and how many days does that take. So I was looking at this like, well, maybe it's 3, right? I'm sorry, maybe it's 4. Maybe it's 4, and I'll buy the bounce back up to 5 in the next couple of days. So I'll hold this long. I'll be a bag holder on it for, let's say, 2 weeks tops, right? But I'm trying to find the bottom, find when people are done messing with the stock. So I was looking at this today to buy it. Well, I'm like, okay, maybe today is the day it's going to shoot down and consolidate. But it's been doing that. It's been shooting down and consolidating, shooting down and consolidating. So I bought down here somewhere in the bottom. I bought FBIO at like $3.99. Okay, and my plan was to add up to 1,000 shares, have my average somewhere around 350, because I'm trying to buy as it's failing downwards. It makes sense. So I'm buying. I have an average. It spikes up. I can sell all of it for $1 profit, and all of my shares are then making money, because even the ones I bought at $3.90 are still selling 50-cent profit. The ones I'm buying at $3.50 are selling at $1 share profit. Anyways, you get the picture, right? So I've been watching FBIO, and it didn't happen today. I sold it again. I bought 100 shares, bought another 100 shares, didn't do what I wanted to do, so I sold it. I took an $8 loss. Didn't have full position. Didn't then like the movements on it, because I thought it was going to at least hold $4 all day today. And because it didn't, and we broke out under, I didn't like that. I didn't like that we got down here. And I'm like, oof, I'm not going to buy this now. I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait till it's lower. And then looking at just the couple months chart, I'm like, well, technically I should start at 3 at this point, because according to this, 3 is even expensive. See what I mean? But that's the top of the consolidation. So I'm expecting a baby bounce. I'm not sure if it's going to start at 3 and find its bottom, or if it's going to start at 250. It's kind of old. Maybe if somebody really loved what they were doing, they would buy it around 210. Back from December, but that's now 3 months. They probably have already sold off, and this big push up to 6. So you got these things going through your head. So I sold it, and I was like, you know what? Too soon. I can time better than this. So I'm looking at FBIO tomorrow. There was kind of a catalyst today. At least it popped up on the thing. I didn't tell you the F word about them. They have a bigger float. They have a bigger market cap. So I'm not expecting quick movements, but I am expecting some type of a movement on them. I don't listen to these people at all, but I'm expecting some type of rebound just from where the bag holders are at. So I hope that kind of made sense to you. The best way I can tell you to trade this pattern is it's not a pattern. This pattern is not a day trade pattern, in my opinion. If you did trade this in the day, please leave a comment below. Let me know why you day traded it. I technically did day trade it because, whoops, I was too soon, and I knew I was too soon, so cut my $8 loss before that loss was unnecessarily larger. But yeah, I don't know how to trade this next time. So if you do, tell me down below. Thank you so much for watching this little short video. We talked about FBIO today and how it traded. If you're interested in Patreon or Discord, check out the link below. If you're interested in watching stream live, we stream live almost every day, pre-market usually to the end bell. We have a pre-market pattern that we're trying to figure out, and then there's a multiple bell during the day patterns we have that we look for and we try to trade. So we talk about those live on stream. So links of that below as well. So thank you so much for checking this video out. If you liked it, please click the little thingy here. If you didn't like it, please click the little thingy here, because honest feedback is better than people just stalking people. Check you later. Oh, hey. Me again. So today is April the 19th, 2021. The stock market is literally crazy. So many different things are happening right now. And I'm just happy the market's here. You know, we aren't that busy right now, actually. So it's nice to see something to get 100 million shares of volume again in the small caps. Large caps doing their own thing like they usually do. Mid caps, they're just the stepchild, you know, just the middle child. What do you do with them? They have their own independent patterns, just like the large caps and the small caps do, and they don't get along. So the large caps are like $100 a share, don't really have much money for that. Mid caps are obviously $50 a share, and small caps under 10. That's mainly what we're focusing on. This one is right in the middle of growing up. This is CLOV. So CLOV we traded on Friday. Remember Friday it had action and it popped up. Someone popped up in the stream about it and said, "Hey, can you trade this pattern or whatever? I'm just gonna pick a stock. Can you try to lose money on it?" And I was like, "Sure, whatever. I mean, I'll trade it to the best of my ability. I don't think it's going to be a pattern anyways." I didn't like it earlier in the day on Friday, so I didn't really like it at what time they talked about it. But as soon as I pulled it up and I looked at level 2 and I saw what the time it was, I was like, this is a short and this is now money to me. So I traded it and I made good money on it on Friday. So I was watching it today for continuation. CLOV, very interesting that I would even touch this at all, but it's a $3.2 billion market cap with 100 million share float, 13% insider own. So, and not expecting much, right? Like not expecting to do much. So I was actually carrying 50 shares short on this over the weekend because I'm trying to test out another pattern called a multi-day fade. Sorry, I'm just working on it right now. So I wanted to just test this out with 50 shares, just hold it short for a long period of time. If it works out to $1, it will pay for my cost of borrow fees because I borrowed it at like 1 cent or something. So it was like 50 cents a day. First day's times 7, so that's 35 cents the first day. And then right? Yes, 55 cents the first day. And then a penny after that. So we could hold it for a couple of weeks. If it's going to make a move back down to where it came from, around 750, then it was worth it because my average was pretty high in the 9s, right? So I'm like, okay, whatever. This makes sense for 50 shares. I'll make some money on this, test my pattern, and I'll just keep rolling this for a little bit till I have a whole bunch of samples. So I didn't have much hopes for this actually trading much today because it was such a big cap and it traded so heavily and thickly on Friday. But it gapped up in the morning and it pushed at the bell. So as it pushed at the bell, I added on my short. I did. So I was like, it's going to do it again. So I added on my short and I just kind of hung out with it most of the day. And I was like, yeah, okay. So it just goes down and I see again what I told you my pattern. But pre-market lows, that's the pre-market open. That should have been my sign. I didn't get out at the bottom. I got it back on this push here. I didn't get out low enough. I should have, but I didn't. So as I'm looking at it and the pre-market, I'm like, okay, then it hold, goes up, goes down. I'm like, all right. So I'm sitting now with a little bit bigger size, not much. And I'm thinking this should be a flat from here. This should now it should do the thing. But then it pushed back up in the afternoon. I say a little bit afternoon. It was weird. It went back to its pre-market consolidation at the top level. And it finished its day at its pre-market, like, long consolidation right in the middle of it. Very weird. Very strange. I closed all of it. I didn't mean to close the last 50 shares, actually. I still mean to keep the 50 shares there, because it would have taken an average from my 200 that I had and my 50 that I also had, because I had such a high new average. I didn't, though, because obviously I closed it out. So that loss should have not actually been realized, kind of, but whatever. I closed that one out too. So I'm looking to see what this thing's actually going to do now. The market cap is so big that it takes a lot to move it, right? And it's had a lot. It's had back-to-back days of a lot, which is very strange. What do you do with something like this, right? How could you have traded this thing? Well, I mean, if you took it long here, it's a gamble, because I think guessing this is the top, and it really wasn't the top. So then it goes up higher, and then the bell, you see it shoots up, and if you're not in it, you don't get it. I mean, it is a dollar move. Like, this is the thing I was talking about earlier. It's a 10% move, but now it's $1, right? So now your money is going further, because $1 buys you more than 10 cents buys you. Does that make sense in the psychology level? You're not really concerned with a 10, like a dime, but you are kind of concerned with $1. And you're definitely concerned with the $100 bill. Just like you think about currency in that kind of way, right? So the same thing happens in the movement here. Because now you're seeing this like it's $1. So you had a lot of traders that traded this jump on it because they're thinking, oh, it's going to go even higher. No, it wasn't. You just got to run into all this consolidation up here. It's just, there's too much consolidation. There's too many people that are in the mid-cap world, right, that are used to seeing dollar moves, $5 moves, and that's what they're used to trading with. They want it out, because this to them is a cheap mid-cap. Think about it. It really is a cheap mid-cap. Take a zero off. Do we trade $1.50 stocks? No. Do we trade $1 stock? No. Usually we don't. So when something's in the $10 range, how do you think that people feel when they're used to trading $30 to $40 stocks? The same way, right? The same way. Take that zero off and you understand. So what's it going to do now? Well, now you have something that's very interesting. This range or this dollar amount's interesting anyways, because now it's almost $10. It was $10, couldn't hold $10, and people underneath of it thinks it can go into the mid-cap world, when the mid-cap people traded this thing, and they can tell you it's not mid-cap worthy, but it is a huge float, right? Huge float. So what's it going to do? Well, it's going to do what it's been doing all of March, figuring itself out. Could it get a slow climb back up here? They got to get some good news on something, and they're trying. But low hopes, right? So, I mean, I don't have a lot of experience in mid-caps, but this is something that's an indecisive moment, in my opinion, so it's not worth a long evaluation of this run running my multi-day fader pattern. So I didn't believe in putting 50 shares on it actually any longer than I traded this thing for. Hope that makes sense. I hope this kind of made you understand what this pattern does for not only the long term, the mid-term, but intraday. So yeah, what is that? So thank you for watching this short video. I'm going ahead and I'm doing this all live stream too, guys, by the way. So I'm going to now pause this video to upload it to wherever you're watching it from. Links of Patreon, Discord below. Live stream times probably below as well. And don't do anything dumb tomorrow, okay? That wasn't bad. That was only 9 minutes. It's only 9 minutes. How many more I got to go? Now I get the fun ones. Now I get to talk about AMC. No, I'm going to save that one for last. Save that one for last. One made me mad. So I'm talking about GME. All right, here is the hold slide to cue it up. Here's the go live button, and hey, okay, how are you? Today is April the 19th, 2021. Stock market is awake and trading. People are showing up. It's nice to see again for a Monday especially. We had 178 million ticker that was on the gap scanner this morning that actually closed 42% up. That didn't have buyout news because there were some other ones that had buyout news. That ticker was AMBO. We did a video on that earlier. I released it below. Then we got, right now, we're going to talk about the next one. The next one is GME. Everybody knows what's happening to GME. It's just this happening. I'm going to tell you what I did on it and why I did what I did. And yeah, maybe you can see why things work certain times. So I'll use the 5-minute chart to show you. GME's got a lot of consolidation recently. People keep taking it up. People keep trying to save it from the dead. And it's not really working out because there are so many bag holders up top that are just so willing to get rid of it when it gets up back to their number that it can't ever touch the bigger guys with the bigger bags. So by the time it does get there, it's immediately dropping back down. The faster it goes up, the faster it goes down, right? That's why we like parabolics. So this thing, check this thing out. Last week, Friday, Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Monday. Monday drops off, sells off. Someone says they're selling stuff. Tuesday consolidates. Wednesday shoots back up to past where it came from to last Friday's or Thursday's low consolidation before the close. 175. Can't hold it, comes back down. I short, go down, close it the next day. I think I missed it. I close out here the next day. I think it's going back up. Goes back down. Goes back down. I'm feeling sick to my stomach. I'm like, dang, now it's over. It's going to go down to 130. Oh my gosh. So as it climbs up, I see it. I'm like, are you coming back to give me an entry point? Yes, you did. So I shorted at 175. Small size. I was hoping that we were going to take this level out, go up to the 160s where we got a thicker consolidation for a couple of days and some order consolidation where it would fail even harder. So I was hoping we would get up there so I could add back up to full size, full intraday size, not full overnight size. And I couldn't. It didn't work. Didn't go high enough. So I only had partial size. And it comes down and I close out. Close out close to the bottom, 164. So I make like $11 a share on it. But it's such small size that it's not really anything to like gloat about or like it's a good. Wasn't 10%. It's not really cool. But here's the cool thing about GME. All right, this is the cool thing about mid caps and large caps. So as I was explaining earlier, it's in between a mid and a large cap right now. Small cap guys can barely touch it. People that are used to spending $10, maybe stretching $15 and below on their stocks for the day, they can't really even mess with the GME. So you have the mid cap guys and the large cap guys touching it. You also have the small cap guys and options if they know how to trade it. But what's cool about this is it's holding its levels. Each time it goes up, it's almost a key identifying point that you can track to something else that goes down. So there's a lot of traders in this stock, not just for the hype reason, not just for the news media talking about it, but because of its price point right now. That's the cool thing. When it was in the 200s, 300s, yeah, it's large cap territory. They can do what they want with it. Now it's getting to mid cap territory again. So mid caps can stretch into that $160 area. If you can't think of it like that, take that zero off. Take that last zero off. It's the same thing if you were in the smaller cap. You can see maybe going to $16, $17 on a stock. Same thing right here. These mid cap guys are trying to grab a piece of the large cap guys because the large cap guys saw it when it was higher up and now it's going down. So they don't want it. They don't want nothing to do with it. It's not a large cap anymore to them. It's a large market cap, but it's not worthy of being the price point it's at. So anyways, that's why I shorted it. What am I looking at tomorrow for this? Well, I am looking for this to go up. I would like this to go back up just a little bit so I can take another position on it. I don't want to take any position here. This is too low. This is too low. And the bottom is obviously 154 now over 2 days. So we see that happening right here. So it's too low. You know what I just did also? I'm not going to redo this video. I just did this entire thing without even looking at that screen for the last 5 minutes to show you this pattern, to show you this thing. So am I going to do it again? Nope. This one gets to be thrown away. Let's just go ahead and stop the recording. Oh, that's why I need to go to bed. It's 9 o'clock. It's 10 o'clock. It's past my bedtime. Like, for real, it's past my bedtime. Ugh. Okay. Last one. AMC. Okay. So, today, April 21st. 2021, stock market's awake and doing stuff, and guess what? So was I. So I've been holding short AMC since last week. I cut a little bit of my position off and cut a little bit more risk management. I didn't want to hold that much more into the weekend, and then I was looking to add back today. So we're going to go over real quick what happened to AMC, and yeah, check it out. So on last week, I went short around the $9 average point. I'm risking like $2 because I'm shooting for a $4 a win. I'm shooting for this a long-term hold because this is a big cap. Fees are whatever. I'm thinking it's going to continue to go down over whatever months. I don't care. I know there's so many bag holders everywhere in this thing. If it goes up to my stop loss, I'm already prepared to take that stop loss. Part of the plan. So I'm just waiting, right? But immediately starts climbing up. Like, I'm short here, right around this $9 mark on this peak because of what it did. It rebounded from like 830 back up to 9. So I went short up here. And then it spiked up the next day to 10. And then on Friday, it went all the way up to 1020. Stomach hurting, like feeling gross. So I cut some of my position too soon, and I didn't get the best cut down here at 60. So I was going into the weekend thinking, okay, well, I'm going to add. Oh, no, sorry. Sorry. So it goes down 9.6, doesn't go any lower. I'm feeling sick Thursday night. Friday comes around. Friday just plummets. So as it's plummeting down, I take off some here. It plummets down harder. I don't get my best cover down here, but I take a little bit more off here. So I'm thinking, okay, good. We're going to go into Monday. We're going to gap down again, and it's going to go touch 9 at some point in the day, and I'll be able to just like walk away with taking some more off the table. Or if it spikes back up, I'm going to add some more because that's kind of my plan. I have a higher average for a longer term going down, right? Spikes up, I add. Sweet. My average is going to be dope now. This is going to be super cool. And this would be a great hold. So I'm just holding my size, holding it. Yeah, I get you. But you're not going above that 977. You're doing things. And right before the bell, ding, 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 my position gets closed out. And I'm like, what? Why did my position just get closed out? So there's a rule that's called SH204, which basically, if the broker you're using gets a call from their locate firm, they have to liquidate the positions and get back their shares. So it's a way that they cheat the shorts that hold long, that know the math that the thing's going to go down. It's a way they cheat to take the shorts' money too soon. Who's they? The longs. That's all it is. It's the longs. But they're cheating. And they want to talk about regulation against shorts when they basically can force someone's position closed. Now, here's the fun thing that I realize about this. I can 100% agree if the market cap was small. I can 100% agree if the float is low and there's not that many shares. But we're talking about a 233 million float with a $4.6 billion market cap that is currently always traded and always was traded and just now had a big pop. Shady. So they closed out my position because think about it. So I closed out the rest of it. I did take profit from it because of the trade I did today. So I did take a little bit of profit. What was that 10 cents? No, I didn't take 10 cents. That's too much of a move. What did I take? I did take 10 cents. Huh. Somehow I closed. Okay. So I take 10 cents profit. Did not get nearly what I wanted, and I did take a loss on that short. But whatever. Again, that was much lower than my stop loss, and it wasn't me pulling the trigger. It was them pulling the trigger. So I had my buddy ask me, he's like, well, why didn't you just reshort it then? Because that way it'd be different. Because I know it's going to go higher now. If they did that to me, then they're going to close more out tomorrow, and it's going to go higher. So we may see a squeeze now up into the 12s so AMC can do their offering and I can short into their offering to make that much more back in a single day rather than a weekly hold, which then again screws over the brokerages because now the brokerages can't get locate fees for multiple days in a row on the stock now because the shorts would just be able to short it in the single day to make the most amount of their money. So it's again how the longs are screwing the shorts. Get it? Okay. So now that we've been through that, what's the takeaway on this one today? Well, hard to say. Get a broker that will let you hold short for long periods of time without forcing SH204 on you. So you have to have a really, really big broker to do that. And obviously most really, really big brokers don't short small caps. So you're kind of screwed if you see this. You just can't. You just can't do it. You have to do it on the intraday is the only way you can. How can I trade this next time? I'm looking for the entry point higher. It's going down, y'all. Like, I'm sorry, but it's going down. They're talking about doing another offering. There's not many movies coming out. Most people are still getting told they can't go out and go to work. It's really weird. The board's becoming more pessimistic, but people are optimistic about a movie company. I'm sorry, not even a movie company. Movie theater company. It's really weird. You're optimistic about that, but you're pessimistic about COVID. It's very strange. Very strange. Pessimism versus optimism. So anyways, thank you for checking out this video. This one is, I think, the shortest that I'm going to release. AMC, what happened, why it happened. If it does it again, what do I do next time? Type of deal. I wasn't too worried about it. I mean, much better than if I had to pull my stop. Like seriously much better. Because I was really close to being all of it in the average, right? So it's like a very small loss. Still a loss none the other, but it's still like a dang. Really? Anyways, so I'll go short again. And next time it'll just hurt it'll hurt the new longs more because new longs usually lose more in the intraday. Hedge funds usually lose more in the long term. Think about that for a second. Anyways, thank you so much for watching it. Links for the Patreon Discord probably below. Live stream times also below. I stream live with my buddies from about pre-market all the way up until at the hours. We may start making this live stream that we're doing right now to market recap. We make all these videos live also. So yeah, check down below in the description for our live stream times. Thanks so much for checking out, and always be safe and don't do dumb things. Yay! Holy crap, I'm tired. Can you see like my eyes just closing as I'm trying to say these words? I'm just like, I'm still here? That light is really bothering this eye. Oh, this eye is like drier than dry. Probably from that light. But because I'm ridiculous, before we go to bed, before we go to bed. We got to look at stocks. So, pets. Why? Why pets? Why? There's no news. I should be asleep right now, but this saves me from in the morning. Having to do this in the morning, it saves me some time. So we got 12 million shares outstanding. Float's 12 million. A whole bunch. Whole bunch. Market cap's big. I think this thing just did some stuff, didn't it? Yeah, it just did. What day is this? Oof, look at that move. Look at that move. High was 1452. It opened at 877 and it closed at 488. That is beautiful. That's a beautiful move. Is it on my 5-minute chart? Come on, gimme. Yes, look at this thing. Look at this. Look at this. This is a proper. This is what I want to see again. I miss these. These make me smile so much inside because I know what to do. I know what to do with these. These one-ups, these one step and can't hold the second step, I know what to do with them. It's beautiful, right? Check this out. After hours, shoots up from 3 to 10. Whoa, this thing's going to the moon. Look at this. Going to the moon. That's what you're thinking. Like, all right. We blew out all resistance known to man. Okay. So we're going to jump in here. We're going to target 6. No. We're going to screw it. We're going to go to 9. No. We're going to go to 10. Okay. That's enough. Pull back. Right? That's what it did. But then it went higher. Look. After hours, it shoots to the moon, finds it at 10 and 50, consolidates. You're thinking, what are you going to do tomorrow? You're already up 300%. Holy junk monkeys. What are you doing? Right? Check this out. Okay. Pre-market. You're going to dip down. Are we going to go down? We're going to go down? Nope. Psych! Shoot that sucker up. Look at that. Up. Then it's like, okay, now what are you going to do? Well, I can't hold my level because that's way too expensive. That's way too expensive for what I was. It was $3. I can't do this. Okay. Fades down. What happens? The bell rings. Goes up. We have a pattern that we know. We have a pattern that happens. Fire. Doubles tops. Can't break it. Risking high of day. Look at this. Look at this perfect pattern. Even in a $13 range. It doesn't even matter. Goes up. Touches. You go short. You go short at 13. You full size your account. $130,000. 10,000 shares short. You hit it. You're like, yep. All day fade. Instant confirmation. No worries. Pre-market low already in sight. As soon as you hit it on $4, you take out half your profit. You're like, whoa, that's a $20,000 profit just now. You gonna risk it? Well, of course, because it's still making red candles all the way down. You're like, this thing's gonna go back where it started from. So you keep the other 50% until end of day, and you close out at $5 end of day from your confirmation of what? 13 short? What is that? An $8 move on 5,000 shares? You see it? You had a $50,000 day that day. Take the zero away. You had a $5,000 day that day. Incredible. Take the zero away. You had a $500 day that day. Incredible. Incredible. Your first short ever. It's perfect, right? Look at this. You decide to hold into the weekend to see if it goes back to where it came from. You never quite get there, right? Because that's February, mid-February, mid-March, kind of. Here, let's see. Let's see. You could have closed out all of it here, right? Whoops, I'm on the line. $4, $5, whatever. So you're holding that last bit of shares from 13, and you're like, oh my gosh, now it's at 4. Oh my gosh, now it's at 3. Look at this. 250. It broke it. Look at this. There's a time, a month, not even a month later, when you could have sold you bought back those $13 shares at $2.50. That's incredible if you would have held that short for that long. How many days is that? So your first day doesn't count. 1, 2. Oh, overnights. How many nights didn't you sleep for? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 days. Can you hold something short for 12 days if it's still going down and never goes back to that first day? I don't know. Somebody couldn't. Look what happened. Look what happened. It goes all the way down here. 2 months later, almost to the T, 16. It's the 16th, right? Almost to the date. Get a little bit of a pop. Oh, wait. That was Friday. 2 months to the day? That's a little quinky dink. Shoots up. Boom. End of day. After hours. Now, you've been holding this long at $7 for a while now. You've been holding this long anywhere in here. 6, 7, 9, 10, whatever, for a while now. How high do you think this is going to get? How high do you think Pets is going to get before it just like doo-doo run? What's off float? Float's 12 million. People aren't thinking straight, are they? People are not thinking straight because they're seeing this. Like, look at it could do. Look at what it could do. 465. Running into that 365 right now. This, I want to see this touch 8. But because of where the bag holders are, there ain't too many of them anywhere. Majority of them are right here. But that's only 2 million. Got a little bit right here at the top. From here to here. But got another one from here and here. Got another one there. There. Right there. Gonna have troubles. Gonna have troubles getting to 6. I don't know. See what volume shows up in the morning. But you're gonna be running into resistance all over the place with no news. Doesn't look good. So now I'm gonna go to bed. You know what? I just talked that whole freaking time and I didn't even put the chart on the screen.